All right, moving on to the main event between number 3 ranked Curtis Blaydes and number 4 ranked Junior Dos Santos. And to me, there are really only like 4 players for the heavyweight title right now, and then it kind of drops off a little bit talent-wise. No disrespect to any of those guys, but you got like Ngannou, Stipe, DC, Curtis Blaydes, and Junior. And Junior is obviously a phenomenal boxer. He's one of those guys who doesn't quite look like he's ready to retire. Like he's not going anywhere anytime soon, right? Like he lost to Francis Ngannou, he got knocked out. But like I said, Junior Dos Santos' specialty is boxing, and Francis is just he's got a cannon in both of his hands, right? So that fight was a tough one for him because if your specialty is striking and you're fighting Francis, you might be more technically sound than him, but it just doesn't fucking matter, man. Beat TKO Derek Lewis, beat Tai Tuivasa, beat Blagoy Ivanov, lost to Stipe, beat Ben Rothwell, right? So, I mean, Junior Dos Santos, before his loss to Ngannou, was able to string 3 wins together in a row. But the problem is that he's fighting, again, the striker versus grappler matchup, man. He's fighting a guy in Curtis Blaydes who, I mean, if they got into a pure boxing contest, yeah, Junior Dos Santos might win. Like, he probably has an advantage there. But Curtis Blaydes has very good boxing, and my favorite thing about Curtis Blaydes when I watch him fight is that he's relentless with the takedown attempts, but it's not just that he's attempting takedowns. It's that he's setting it up with the hands first. Like, he has crisp boxing too. Very good fundamentals. And he's one of those fucking guys who goes in there and he knows what he wants to do and he just sticks to the game plan and rides it out the whole way through. If he takes the guy down and the guy gets back up, it doesn't discourage Curtis Blaydes. He's also got tremendous cardio for the heavyweight division, and he just keeps like I said, he knows his game plan and he fucking sticks to it. He'll keep hunting that takedown, and if you stand back up, he'll just start he'll chain wrestle and take you back down. And he'll set it up with the hands first so that the timing is there on shots. I mean, Curtis Blaydes is a fucking animal and a real problem for anyone at heavyweight. His only losses have been to Francis Ngannou, and I'm favoring him in this fight, man. It also, I mean, the fact that, so I train at Easton Training Center in Centennial, and his head coach is they're all downtown, right? So it's kind of hard to pick against him. Admittedly, I'm a little bit biased and I don't know the guy personally or anything, but just the fact that I go to Easton, I'm going to pick Curtis Blaydes. But also just in my heart, I really do believe that this is a tough matchup for Junior Dos Santos because, like I said, if they got into a pure boxing match, Junior Dos Santos might have an advantage. And not that he can't catch Curtis and not that he can't knock Curtis out or string something together that looks brilliant, but realistically, I just think that the pressure and the pace and the fact that Curtis Blaydes has good enough striking to set up his takedowns is going to be a real problem for Junior in this fight. I think you're going to see he's patient with this stuff, man. But once he gets you down, it's like it's almost like he'll paw things out right and he'll wait for that opening. But once he finds it, it's almost like he's exposed you, and then he'll just keep exposing it over and over again as many times as necessary. I think Curtis Blaydes might have the most takedowns in the heavyweight division, and honestly, I think it's going to be a pretty dominant, unless he gets caught with something. I think you're going to see a pretty dominant performance from Curtis Blaydes. I think it'll take a while to get Junior out of there just because Junior's a veteran. He knows how to, a big part of fighting that people discount is the ability to defend yourself and keep yourself safe in dangerous situations. So I think in the first few rounds, you'll see Curtis land a couple takedowns. Junior might get back up. And even if Curtis is able to hold him down, Junior will be defensive. But as Curtis continually keeps pouring it on, I think you're going to start to see Junior Dos Santos weather, and I think you'll see a late round finish from Curtis Blaydes in this fight, probably between like the 3rd and the 5th. Like I said, man, I just think his wrestling is he probably has the best wrestling. I know Daniel Cormier is up there, no disrespect to that man. He's obviously an Olympic level athlete, but I think Curtis Blaydes has some of the best wrestling in the heavyweight division. He sets things up well, and like I said, it's like, once he finds that opening, he just continually hunts it. And it's like once he lands that first takedown, you're kind of fucked. Like it's like he's found out that he can take you down, and now he's just going to do it. And like I said, I love how he sticks to the game plan. He knows what he's good at, and he knows how to set things up to get to where he wants the fight to go. So I'm going with Curtis Blaydes late round TKO KO. And don't forget, too, that like Curtis Blaydes has power in his hands. I mean, these are big boys throwing hands. They're throwing hands around. He could knock Junior Dos Santos out on the feet too. So I don't know. Unless Junior clips him with something or hits him with a really nice combo, though, I like Curtis Blaydes. But I think that's going to wrap this one up. I think we covered everything. I moved this podcast over to Anchor, and they automatically distribute this to like places like iTunes, the Google Play Store, Spotify, Breaker, a whole bunch of podcasting platforms that I've never even fucking heard of. So if you guys are interested in listening to the audio version of this, check us out on, whatever your favorite podcasting, hosting, whatever you use to listen to your fucking podcast. And if you're listening to the audio and would prefer video, we also have this on YouTube. So check us out there. Hit the subscribe button if you guys like the content. And let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think that covers everything, guys. Thank you again for tuning in, and bye-bye. Hey, guys, thank you for tuning into the video, and if you guys like what you heard and want to see more, hit the subscribe button below. Give it a thumbs up or thumbs down, depending on what you thought, and let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll do my best to get back to you guys. Thank you again for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Bye-bye.